week 2, Wise on Wednesdays. Yeah, back again. And this week I said I was going to just talk about why, on this slow renovation of our flat that we've been in for less than a year, why we started with the bathroom and started with the bathroom quite quickly, and some of the things that I have taken from our previous property to our new home. And yeah, so let's get going. Okay, so why the bathroom? I knew, and I convinced Rob, he knew that the bathroom was going to be the most difficult. Bathrooms and kitchens generally are. And it's going to be the most expensive. And so far, it hasn't failed to show us that. It's also where surprises are going to be found with plumbing, any electrics, so on and so forth. When we moved in, the bathroom was decorated really brightly, and as I've said before, the previous tenant lived here for 6 years, and they were a designer and artist. And whilst the bathroom was bright and very welcoming, it wasn't us. I love colour, it's just not who I am. It's not who we are. So before even completing, as soon as we saw the bathroom, I knew what I wanted to do. And I think I have succeeded in it. What I've done differently in this bathroom, our new home, I've not touched the layout. I've not shifted around where the water pipes are going. And I think that's really important in saving costs, and ease of doing anything. Some pipes needed to be replaced, but generally everything stayed the same. There wasn't really an opportunity to move things. I did think about it, but it just wouldn't have sat um, organically, it wouldn't have sat right. So, what were non negotiables for us? First thing was a bath, a big bath. Rob is a bath man. I can take it or leave it, most times leave it. I am in the bath for 5 minutes, 10 minutes if I have to do a salt bath recovery. I'm not a bath person. So we needed a bath. And secondly, a mirror. And thirdly, waterproof wallpaper in the shower. I'll go into that a bit more. With the bath, I've always got my eyes out for a bargain. And I was able to nab one from West One Bathrooms. It was in the clearance section. One of their stores was closing. It's a blue bath by BC Design, and instead of 4,500, it was on for, I think, £500, maybe a bit more. There was a slight chip to the ridge, but on the not on the near side, on the far side. So I snapped that up. We did go and have a look at it at the showroom before the showroom closed. So just to make sure, I have been caught out by measurements before, and yeah, it. Rob liked it. He was able to sit in it, and I was able to see the chip close up, and it doesn't distract from the position of where it is. Even when you're sitting in it, you don't notice. And here is bath. It's very deep, but can you see the chip, which saved us I think just over £4,000. Actually, there were a few non-negotiables. Underfloor heating. So the mirror, let's go on to the mirror. I wanted to have a big mirror. It's large, the space that it was going to sit above the sink. What I made a mistake in doing is not having a demystifier pad behind the mirror. I should have thought of that before. It's an old antique mirror that I got from a local antique store. It's huge. I think it's 2 meters by 1 meter, something of that nature. I that was my error, but the builder didn't bring it up either. What I've done to get around that is find a solution, a defogging solution that when I put on, it doesn't steam up. I have no extractor in this room. We've got window, we've got two windows, and yeah, I didn't want to put one in. So I really needed a demystifier. But this fog spray, it is really good. So basically, I just incorporate it into the cleaning. I put it on the mirror and I also put it onto the window. For me, my favourite part of this bathroom and something that I have carried on from our previous home was is the waterproof wallpaper. Whoops. It is it's spectacular. It is like a piece of art in the bathroom. And I wanted something a bit different. I loved the the way that it felt, the ease of changing it also in the future. I knew that there are so many tile options, and options sometimes is my worst enemy. Although Wall and Deco have been making um, waterproof wallpaper, I think this is from their 2016 range, and I saw it 2018, and I went for another design, but I always had this one in my sights. I loved it. I love it. So the wallpaper in itself is it's fibrous, and it has to be applied in a very particular way. The wall has to have the cement backing. The wall has to be straight. It has to be flat and it has to be straight. And we used a recommended installer in which to then have the guarantee, which I think it's a 10-year guarantee, be validated. So it is guaranteed for 10 years. If and when I want to change it, I can just put another wallpaper on top. I don't need to take out the tiles and all of that malarkey. I can just get a new wallpaper. The other key consideration was the marble floor, but also underfloor heating. Unfortunately, the builder that we had did mess up the floor in the toilet. Wasn't fun times. And yeah, so love the floor. This is from Mandarin Stone, Aber, Ab, a Beresco, get it right, gold marble. And again, right, if I choose to change the wallpaper, I can easily get something that works with the floor without ripping up the floor. Um, yeah, it will be a nice, easy swap out. I love also that I've been able to incorporate some old pieces. So this is a Facebook Marketplace find, and as soon as I saw it, I knew that what I wanted to do with it. I actually, as I've said, envisaged what I was doing with this bathroom as soon as we put the offer in. The mirror is from Jasper Road Antique Store in Crystal Palace, and the plant stand, although it was delivered broken, is still being able to do its thing. The toilet's also changed, and also on the window glass was old. No, it had a pattern to it. It wasn't very nice. So I've changed out the glass, put a privacy film on, but also we've had gecko double glazing pane put on, which has really helped actually. Really like how it was easy to install. Not that we installed it. The I will say, because we had this point on the window, it did cost a little bit more, and we have a number of these to do in the house. And then finally on the paint is Graham and Brown. I really like their paint. They're new to me. I love the pigments, the ease, and yeah, it was a pleasure to ask advice from them. So yeah, that's it. A few things left to do, but very happy indeed. Okay, to finish off then, bathrooms. What have I learned? To pick quality, long lasting materials that will age beautifully, i.e., the marble. I know you have to take care of it, the unit, and also the waterproof wallpaper, and just a few other items in here. To make sure you keep true to yourself. Um, I'm not a huge color person. I like what I like, and I'm not going to go with any trends. I will probably update here and there, and maybe update it with art first of all, and change it in that way. What else? Underfloor heating, I think, in the bathroom is a must. Make sure you put that in. Also, if you know you're going to be buying a mirror that hasn't got the anti mist thing in there, it's an old antique, put a demystifying mat behind it, factor that in. Lighting is also very important. I have a light in the toilet, overhead, and also above the mirrors. Um, Natural lighting isn't in here isn't great. Can't remember what facing I am, that we are here. But it's not great, but the lighting that we have here does a trick, and it's not artificial, it's not stark. We'll say have fun, but I must keep that fun contained, because fun can cost you a lot of money. And if it's wrong and if you don't like it, you are going to come into the bathroom, which is supposed to be a restful place, and you are going to hate it. So um, I think the bathroom and the kitchen, you really need to be mindful about, and be purposeful, be intentional. And so, yeah, that's it. Questions again. I I hope these are resonating and they're being liked. So yeah, let's see. Hopefully, my editing skills, if nothing else, right, will start picking up too.